I think we just need to get it stuck in our head where we just like get the point and then we can just go for it after.
All right.
Why it's important to have 3D printing in schools and for teachers.
Yeah, got it.
So a lot of students, especially in the last 5 to 10 years, who came straight out of school or came out of university, they wouldn't have a lot of the skills that we needed for things like adaptability, resilience, being able to demonstrate they could work really well in a team.
Today's world is a technologically driven world. We need to have young people learn about the technology and use it as required in their workplace, but also to develop it.
The curriculum doesn't necessarily facilitate work in this 3D printing space. We had to really take initiative because the structures weren't there to support the work.
So you've got a skills gap where it's difficult to find formal training with new technology, especially when it's always changing.
I think it's very important for us in the construction industry, being a high-risk industry, to try to incorporate 3D printing technology as part of our course. Because not only we are using that technology to show them, but it is the technology that they will use in the future in their job.
3D printing transforms students from passive learners to active creators, merges creativity with problem solving and critical thinking, while offering real-world applications in engineering, design and manufacturing.
These are really useful skills for building up resilience, because you build a project to fail. When it fails, you find out how it fails, you rebuild it. It can be used in humanities, it can be used in arts, it can be used in technology and maths and science.
3D printing definitely sparks innovation and creativity in the kids in the classroom. Just starts a whole evolution of like creative thinking and building things and how to iterate and how to make the next version of what you're trying to build.
Now with different type of materials that we got in 3D printing, we actually can not only prototype it, but we can actually reduce the cost of like anything that can go wrong. For me as a machine designer, that was a very, very important tool to have.
It gives us the opportunity for students to have an immediate impact. They can walk away with something in their hand that shows that they were able to do something. So that gives them that immediate thing of being able to say, I've been successful.
It gives you that ability to be able to create something that you have been inspired by. I think it gives you a means of exploring beyond the textbook, beyond the two-dimensional drawing.
It's really exciting when they start to see that they've kind of got their own factory and they can start to do whatever they want. It's a mesmerizing process.
A lot of people are also surprised at the cost. They're thinking it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, when actually it's quite affordable.
We will teach students how to use a piece of 3D software, and then we'll give them a completely different piece of 3D software, and we'll get them to try and learn it themselves. And we find that actually works really, really well.
And we always have students coming in with their parents, and they've been introduced to 3D printing from the classroom, and that's only helped them to develop as they've gotten older.
Some of our customers who are students have multiple 3D printers in their bedroom running a little factory.
Working with companies like 3D Printing has enabled us to really demonstrate what these new technologies can do, especially when we compare them to the old ones.
It's never been a better time to get into 3D printing. I've already seen it progress over the last 10 years, and it's only getting better and better, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
We aspire to see all schools introduce 3D printing, because this is where it all starts in inspiring the next generation of makers, tinkerers and engineers.